Okay, remember that I was gonna do a basic cube shape. So what I need to do is first bevel edge cut, because I want to do a cube. Okay, I'm not making any sides move in. Everything's going to be straight. Every single solitary side needs to be bevel edge cut then, because I know what I'm going to make. So if you have a different design, then you might want to ask me about what size to bevel edge cut. This would be the same if you did a rectangle. You still would bevel edge cut every single side. So bevel edge cut. The first thing I'm going to do too is I'm going to make sure that my slabs are overall, because when you pick them up they can distort a little bit. I'll go back with my template. Now they might not be exact to the same size, like if they're slightly off it's okay, but any weirdness you might want to trim off and refine. Overall, I want to make sure that the slabs are pretty much exactly the same. All right, so when I look at the thickness of my slab, what you can do mathematically, and for some people you might want to do this until you get more comfortable. I could use my ruler, and I could measure that, let's say the slab is about a half an inch thick. All right, so if I want to do a bevel edge cut, meaning a 45-degree angle cut, I can then mark a measurement here of a half of an inch. All right, so I could even use my ruler, and I'm not going to cut, I'm just going to draw a line of what is a half of an inch. And notice that I'm doing that as well on that side. Do you see it on the side here? All right, so a bevel edge cut is officially really, I'm going to show the camera. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head. I usually go like this, this. All right, so you see how if I drew a square and then I drew a line here, that's 45-degree angle. Okay, so by giving yourself, this is then a half an inch by a half an inch, and then making a line here, at times that helps students. All right, so then I'll lay my slab down. For me, this is how I always cut. I'm gonna put my hand here. I'm gonna hold, remember this is not really a really super sharp knife, right? I could just touch the blade. And I could lay my knife where I put that little 45-degree angle cut right there. And all I'm gonna do is drag back to me. And I could follow that line that I drew on the top as well. And pull that away. So I am again needing to do this to every single side. So that's 6 slabs, 24 cuts need to be done. So again, just really quick, whatever the thickness of your slab is, you will then measure that, and you don't have to do this, but it will make a difference if your cuts are at times this much, or this, or this, or this. This angle will make a difference in how the slabs come together. If they're too much, they're not going to come together at a 90. So in the beginning, you may want to first do some measurements to be like, oh, okay, half an inch, and that's half an inch there. And I could mark a light line here, up to here. Now, I am right-handed, so I do not ever cut over here. Okay, I'll turn the slab, so I'm always working with my right hand holding on the back and gliding straight back. And that comes off. So again, every single one needs to be cut. Are there any questions about bevel edge cutting? Yes. Sure. All right, so I'm going to mark 1/2 inch in. Use my ruler. Mark a light line just for guidance of where to keep my knife. Mark it over here. And then I can mark this. And I could just keep my knife held in place there. Notice that I'm going at a slow pace. So I'm maintaining that angle. This helps a lot by not having your hand all the way out here on the handle, because this will switch and move around. So after a while, I can kind of estimate what a 1/2 inch is. This one's a little bit weird because I'm on a bevel now, so I'll go like that. So what I am going to do is cut every single one of my pieces first. And then I'll go into a demonstration on how to score and slip, attach them, add a reinforced coil. The building process is not that difficult, but the better you are at the bevel edge cuts, the more nicely it's going to come together at 90 degrees. So again, if you rolled more than 6 slabs, use your 1 extra slab as some practice, or however many.